Alrighty, we are back in Sevtech Ages. Now, the last time we were here, we were trying to get our space base set up, and looked into it a little bit. Turns out, our space base is actually already set up. The fact that we are taking damage when we take off our helmet is actually not related to our base not being enclosed, not being sealed for that oxygen and all that jazz. Turns out that is because space is quite irradiated. And so taking your helmet off with the radiation protection and all that, and thermal protection in addition to radiation protection, yeah, that's going to go poorly no matter how sealed your room is. We don't have any heaters or anything there, and I think radiation is just that's just something you're going to have build up no matter what. So we are set on that front. I will go and throw on our spacesuit and all of this. I think I might try to go and upgrade these oxygen tanks. Now, when it comes to oxygen tanks, this is the light oxygen tank. That holds about 900 oxygen in it total. And there should now be, access to medium and heavy oxygen tanks, and of course, a bunch of different dyes for them. But I'm wondering if we can just go straight to the heavy one. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. In fact, it doesn't use the previous oxygen tanks at all. All we need are the tin canisters, which are easy to get, compressed steel, same thing there, and wool of some type. Obviously, the cyan wool will make the cyan oxygen, heavy oxygen tank, but we can just go for the nice plain white ones. So I'm actually going to go throw our current oxygen tanks in there. Those will just be for later storage, and we'll untick that. And let's get some new ones on, shall we? We can actually throw this back, since we are going to be making oxygen tanks first. So we do need some tin canisters. I don't think we have any to spare. Yep, I look to be correct in that. And each one takes 3. We are making 9, so that means 10. We were making 3, so that is 10 total. And we'll have 1 to spare. In addition, we need wool, and we do have that. Need another 9 there. And last but not least, steel. Compressed steel, specifically. And we've already got 1, which means we just need to turn some of the steel here, 8 of it, into more of that compressed steel. And we'll go do that nice and quick. There are 2 compressors here. So we have that all set up. We could try to go for the inventory upgrade. Unfortunately, we do need to go get the an emerald first. We've got some diamonds. We'll need to make an ender chest, which we really haven't needed before. So we'll go and make that just for the crafting recipe. You were entirely correct that compressor did not have fuel. And that'll be good. That'll be done. Grab some sticks to refuel both of these. I am not going to take that compressor along with me, I've decided. It looks like making space bases is actually not quite as popular a option, and we probably won't be spending that much time up in space now that we have a easy way to get back. But, oh, and you know what? I probably should have made an extra. It'll probably be good with just 1 to spare. There we go. Since each of these has so much more oxygen than the previous ones, that should give us quite a bit of a buffer. Just having 1 extra. We'll go stick this in the compressor up here. And that should slowly start to fill. Because it contains so much more, it will take a little bit more time. But we were in an impasse for a few other things. We were using, I believe it was the... Ooh, I think there's a Galactocraft generator just in itself, right? Yeah, the coal generator. And we were using that to create power. That's okay. It's not terrible, but it is very, very inefficient. And there are much, much better ways of tapping into our current power system than doing that. And so I am going to see if I can find these power cells. So power cell does cost a little bit to make. We do need some emeralds, so I guess we will need to go out and find that. And we need this machine frame, which requires Invar rods. That's not too terrible. What these can do, though, is that we can use them across infinite distances, as far as I know, with a little bit of loss, and across dimensions. And we do that, and we can add even more of them via these power cell cards. And so these actually slot in. They tell you, or they let the power cell know which network it should be linked on, since it is wireless. And so that will allow us to tap into probably this network of power. We can just do it here, place it maybe off of one of these areas, or we can use it in a new one, because I am a little bit worried that we are reaching maximum power generation here, maximum power draw. I might stick a fluid tank somewhere in this chain, just so that we have a steam backup for when the nighttime comes. Right now, our generator permanently, or rather not permanently, but temporarily dies anytime it becomes nighttime, because the steam towers don't actually produce steam in the nighttime, but they do need the power of the sunlight to go and do that. So I think I will probably end up taking part of this out. Maybe just stick a fluid tank here somewhere, just so we have a bit of a steam backup. Plus, I doubt we're using all of the steam that we currently are generating out of this tower immediately anyway. So that's probably a good idea to go and do. But we'll go wait for these tanks to fill. This one's just about full. They hold 2,700, yeah, 2,700 oxygen, which is, what, 3 times what our old tanks used to hold? So they should do us fine for that. And we'll just get on that, get on that steam tank. I very, very much hope that it will work with steam. It is sort of a liquid, but it's sort of not. But regardless, we will need some iron plates and some gold plates. And I'm actually going to grab the crushed stacks of coke dust here and turn some of those into steel, because we are eating through our steel a bit. Just need some iron, and we can throw them in here, them in there, and distribute. There we go. So that should pump out steel. Probably not quickly, but at least it'll be a process. How is our glass doing as well? 132, not stellar. We have not a ton of sand either. I feel like there was a way we could get sand that was pretty easy. Iron sand. Okay. 3 iron to iron sand. Okay, I have no idea what this netted screen is doing. Getting some sand to generate automatically wouldn't be half bad. I swear that I saw a way. Gravel, slag, I think that was how we were doing that. Grabbing some more slag, since we aren't using it for anything else, and turning that into sand wouldn't be half bad. Another thing that I am interested in making is this void miner. Probably not that specific one. I think it's, yeah, the miner controller here. And so it will need a structure, and it will need access to bedrock. But what it'll do is it'll draw resources out of the void just automatically. It requires power, yes, but we can, once we have these power cells, get those all set up pretty easily and just power it that way. It is a little bit slow, but there is a little neat trick that we can potentially use to increase that speed. And this should just mine all types of various ores out of the void. I do believe it includes even nether ores, and other types of ores, along with its own unique types of ores. I believe, yeah, these erodium tiles actually come from erodium crystals, which you can only get through the Void Miner. So we will have to start off with the tier 1, and then we'll go to tier 2, maybe through all the way to tier 6. But I don't really know if the upgrade is worthwhile. But we have all of our plates. We have enough glass for now to make these small fluid tanks. Gives us 8. We get a normal tank, and we just have to surround that with the gold plate to get a nice large gold tank. And our book is still charging over there. But I think we'll go break. Actually, we'll go sleep the night away, just so we know whether or not it's working here. Because it will not produce steam no matter what during the nighttime anyway. We'll go and throw this in the chain and see if it starts filling up with steam. If not, then problems occur. If it does, then we'll have a little bit of a backup for steam. I think I'll stick it, earlier rather than later in the chain. Well. No, let's stick it in this corner, shall we? And I'll break that off just so we can watch it fill temporarily. And it does seem to be filling up with steam. Fantastic. So that will affix itself to the chain. It does look like it's increasing slightly, so we are currently using more, less power, or less steam than we are producing with this one tower, which is fantastic. That'll mean this will actually gain a buffer over time, which will be perfect for night times when typically there would not be steam to go around. We'll go throw this extra one back, eat some pizza here. I actually want to get one last thing done. A Gluttony Charm. And so this is a bauble from Dark Utilities. It doesn't take too much to make. Just some string, some wheat, and a golden apple. That'll probably be the most difficult thing to get. And what that'll actually do is allow us to eat instantaneously. So if we go grab... Oh, we actually conveniently already have a golden apple. Grab some wheat. And some string. This will just allow us to eat the pizza. That is actually something that has been a problem in the past. It's, let's see, I think it goes in there. Yeah. And that has been a problem in the past. It doesn't quite go as quickly as you want it to. It actually has a bit of a lag before the eating animation, after the eating animation starts between it actually feeding us. But, you see, instantaneous. Just eats that thing right away. So that way we can actually really like quickly back up in a fight and eat the pizza, regen health, and get back into the fight nice and fast, very, very quickly. But that is that. I think that we have a few other things to go. Gluttony Charm down. We will get that Void Miner controller saved. The Ore Miner specifically. There are different types, it looks like. You can get resources and botanic miners, which presumably would get you some kind, maybe all kinds of plants. Not quite sure. That'll be for later. And last thing I think we need here. Right, the power cell. We'll save both of those for later. We will deal with those later. Right now, we're going to go, to the moon. Means getting all of our gear out. We'll head back to the moon. Oh, no. Yes, on to me, please. Wrong tab. That is the baubles tab. Slap the oxygen in there. We've got the spare. We're going boss hunting. Because once you get to the moon, since we're not making a space base, and that is totally fine, it's not super useful. The moon is actually pretty basic when it comes to what's actually up there. It's just a whole lot of the same from what we've looked at. We will go, I think this one is the moon, right? Yeah. Go ahead up there. We'll start looking for a boss arena here. The boss arena is a little difficult to find. It is actually made visible by just a gigantic, very, very deep pit on the planet's surface. But we'll go over there, and that'll actually give us the ability to get to the next planet. We probably won't do that immediately, but we will want to do that eventually. We'll go pick up meteors. This meteoric iron will be a component in building the actual rocket to get to the next planet. But right now, we'll just kind of collect it. And you can see they actually range in color. Red hot is when they immediately land. They are very, very hot. Apparently, you can actually take damage from mining them. I haven't quite experienced that, but I'm not sure if I've come into contact with them immediately after they've spawned in, or rather dropped from the sky. But that is when they are red hot. Then they slowly cool to that kind of yellowy color that we mined a few meteorites back, and then to the nice, gentle gray that we see them end up as. But we will just kind of need to explore the lunar surface here. Conveniently, that'll gain us lots of meteor fragments here, meteoric iron from the fallen meteors. We will just need to explore until we find a boss arena. We'll go and mark that. Apparently, this may not be the case anymore, but at one point, it seemed that boss arenas actually spawned in the exact same place, no matter what planet you end up going to, because there are a few planets with boss arenas. That's how you typically get to the next planet in the chain. And apparently they spawn at the same coordinates every single time. So once we mark that for the first time here, we should be able to get to all the other planets' boss arenas pretty quickly. At least that's the word on the street here, the figurative Minecraft streets. So, truth, the veracity of it may be a little suspect. We'll see. Hopefully it will be the case, maybe not. But we can always go searching. I would like a little bit faster of a way to travel up here. Because it is the moon, we can't obviously have our moon boots, or we have to have our moon boots on, which means we don't have those wild dog pelt boots that gave us a little bit of speed. Nor do we have the boots that gave, or the Visio mantle that gave us flight. And we haven't had for a while now any airship, which honestly I don't even know if that would work up here. You know, zero-G environment and all that. So not quite sure if the V's-Craft airship would work up here to give us transport. But I think that wouldn't be a stellar option anyway. I am just looking on the map, kind of in our surrounding area, since it is loading a ways away from us, for any very, very dark, very deep pits. That'll be the indication that we have for that boss arena. Unfortunately, I'm not really seeing any. And they should be going straight down. It'll just be a black bottom because the bottom of it is actually made of the boss arena's brick. And I think that's actually moon brick, though I could be wrong about that. At the very least, we're getting lots and lots of these fallen meteors. I would like it to be a little quicker to mine. Maybe upgrading our pickaxe might make that a little faster, because we are currently running on steel. And now that we're in age 5, that may not be enough. Steel, I believe, is diamond level, obsidian level technically, which means that it is 1 under max. Cobalt is max, and we have an obsidian pickaxe that does that, but it's not nearly as well kitted out as our current one. We may go and upgrade, maybe just straight to cobalt proper. See if we can grab that Tinker's book, take a look. Materials and you, there it is. So, probably shouldn't be doing this out in the open. We check out the tool materials. Cobalt obviously has a mining level of cobalt. That is the max level. How does it compare to iron? All we would be replacing is the head here. Or, steel, rather. How does it compare to steel? Yeah, mining level obsidian, mining speed of 7 and durability of 540. Manulin is also cobalt. Slightly higher mining speed. Much better attack, but we're not exactly going to be using it for attacking anyway. Ah, and a cobalt has mining speed of 12. Ooh. Yeah, that is super nice. And obviously it'll have the highest mining level. Superium and Supremium both have better ones. Intermedium, not quite so much, nor does Prudentium. But I'm actually really not sure where these are coming from. Mystical Agriculture apparently is the mod these come from, but I have no clue how one gets these. I guess I'll have to expand more into that if I want to do that, but that's a task for later. Let's keep exploring around the lunar surface here. See if we can get sight of any bases. Should I keep getting meteors? No, they're pretty common. So I think I'll actually start ignoring them. Only when we actually start looking into building that rocket. If we don't have enough, then we will come back and go foraging. But they seem to be spawning pretty commonly. I do believe they spawn around the player in kind of a radius around them when we're traversing the lunar surface here. So that shouldn't be too difficult to find when we do eventually need them. I would much rather have the boss arena. I'm just double checking here. Doesn't look like any of these boss arenas. Maybe down here. That looks kind of dark enough, and it does look very square. I may try to find a better traversal option. Visio wings obviously aren't going to work. You still have your Hastest Instamine pickaxe from forever ago. We sadly do not. I think we turned that one. Oh, no. Right. I totally forgot about the Gluttony Charm. So we actually just ate through 4 pizzas right there in a single instance. I very much have to remember that is a thing. Otherwise, we will consume food because we actually can eat pizza when we are full up on saturation and all that sort of thing. But in terms of that Instamind Hastest Pickaxe, I believe we threw... I think we actually threw steel on that? No, we threw the obsidian head on that. Which means we should not really want to use that, especially as it doesn't have, I believe, any more slots for mending, which is not great. That basically means that if it breaks, we do have to patch it up ourselves. Though, now that I think about it, neither does this. Maybe we should switch that over. This one has Excavate, I think, which is the only reason we've kept it out as our traditional tool here. Maybe that's a poor idea, though. But I'm going to actually test something. We may have confirmed that the base here is pressurized. Okay. Got those 2 glowstone torches. I'm going to test something. If the room is pressurized, if it's sealed, then this torch should light. And it does. So, yeah, we are correct in that... Where did that torch go? Disappeared into the ether. No clue. But we are correct in that this room is actually sealed. I do believe we check out our oxygen here. Yeah, we're not actually draining oxygen inside here. We can't remove our helmet or anything, but, well, that's just how radiation in space works. It's not a very nice thing to have happen to you. Radiation. Illness? Sickness? Death? I don't know. But it is something that we will have to worry about, and there are even more modifiers the further afield we go in terms of planets. But that is a sealed area. Let's go... Well, it's about to turn to nighttime. Let's go and see if we can find that cave that we saw down here that looked potentially like it was a boss arena. That was here. Fortunately, this does not look to be it. Shame. Boss arenas are just little openings like that. They do go straight down, though. So we if it does curve in any direction like that, we know that that is not the boss arena. So I am going to. I think I'm actually going to go back to planet side here. Or scratch that. We can do something like this. Get out that slime sling, because even though we're out, out in space, there's almost no gravity. There's a little bit of gravity, but we will basically not take fall damage unless we come down from real high, real fast. Which means we can use this to get ourselves across. Unfortunately, it's not actually marking up that journey map as well as I was hoping it would. So maybe we take lesser jumps. Try to like skip our way across. We can sort of retain momentum just by jumping exactly when we hit the ground. But this should actually allow us to map the lunar surface a little bit more quickly than just running around across it. That is definitely not the best way to do it. That is kind of the slowest one. Slowest way, whoops, to do that. And actually, you guys now know what this map is for. This is the Galactocraft map of all of the planets and non-planets that we can actually go and make our way to, including the Kuiper Belt. A few of them, seems. Or, no, Kepler. The Kuiper Belt is actually over there. That is also another area, but yeah, no, that is going to be... A few of those are going to be the places we explore, but I'm still not seeing, unfortunately, any boss arena possibilities here. Let's start researching further to the east, which means we need to launch this ways. Not that hard, though. Just so we can start clearing out some area. I have no idea how far away these will actually spawn, these boss arenas. So they could be very close. They could be quite a bit further afield. They could be nether portal, or end portal distance. But for the ones that we have explored, still not looking like there are too many prospects. Suppose we haven't explored all that far in relative terms. The moon is a big place. Ooh, not that fast, though. Big place that we should expand on slowly, carefully. Well, not so carefully, but with a modicum of care. As far as I know, there are no other better ways to go and adventure around the moon in terms of finding the actual thing. I don't think there are equivalents to Ender Eyes or anything like that. Well, there might be. I actually haven't looked too deeply into that possibility. Everybody else seemed to be having a right easy time at finding these things. But I think we will just make kind of circles around where we are, where our base is set up, where our lander is set up, and see if we can do that way. Maybe we'll get lucky and find it. Maybe we will have to go further afield and find it. But hopefully that rumor about it being the same on every planet you visit, same coordinates, will prove to be true. I would very much like to not have to do this sort of exploration again. Oh, just saw a meteorite crash off in the distance there. Oh, that's a darkish cave on the map. Goes straight down. Not quite. No, that's just a cave right there. So we'll just bounce around the moon. Luckily, our oxygen tanks are providing us plenty of leeway. We've got a very long leash to go and explore with when it comes to oxygen now. We end up exploring a little too far, or for a little too long. I might try looking into finding a method to actually find the dang thing, akin to Ender Eyes, or Eyes of Ender, I suppose it is. But I kind of feel like that doesn't exist. Actually, I will stop off here for a second. So I did see something that I think interests me. Unless I was wrong. I think I may have been wrong. Just potentially. Yeah, definitely wrong. Okay, I thought I saw some cheese. Ah, there it is. I was correct. Okay, some cheese ore here. This is actually a advancement, which is nice. And we have cheese, because obviously everybody knows the moon is made of cheese. I don't actually know if this is used for anything. Apparently, it makes sky stone with compressed obsidian, or some type of obsidian at least. Can also make some power through culinary generators and makes melted cheese. But regardless of what it's used for, teleporter frame, okay. Still nice to, have. Just a little bit of moon cheese. Apparently you have to look for a crater with a black dot in the middle on the map. Yeah, that was basically what I was looking for. Unfortunately, that describes a lot of the crater types on the moon. Like a lot of them are just going to be craters with dots in the center, because that is, like, right here is technically a crater with a dot in the center. That's kind of just how craters are. They, meteors typically land like that, so it's not that great. You do have to. It is pitch black, because it does go to straight to the boss arena, and that has a black sort of stone brick at the bottom. So it should at least be easy to determine, hopefully, when we get to it. Maybe you've already passed it and I don't even know. But I didn't see anything registering on the map, and at least in my head, that looked like it could possibly have been the case. Oops, that is not the right button. Yeah, so looking at this, some likely candidates. I don't think these are it. I think that is just open caves. I'm really not seeing a whole lot that could be what we're looking for here. We have explored quite a bit of the lunar surface as well. How many blocks wide would the hole be? I think it's about 8-ish blocks wide. It's not big, but it's not small either, and it kind of drains to the center. I think when it actually goes down, it's about 4 blocks wide, where it opens up into the boss arena. But I'm not seeing anything like that showing up on the area we've explored just yet. I might actually return to base here. One of our oxygen tanks is almost out. There's a meteor strike, dropping some more meteoric iron. I think I'm going to return home because I'm realizing that even if I do currently get to... Uh-oh. Here we go. Even if I do currently get to that arena, we're going to have some problems because we do not have any ways to light the thing up. Could use those, what was it? Glowstone torches, I think. Could use that. See the world loads in here. But I think I'm actually going to try something else here. I think I might go for the Illumination Wand. That is a celestial thing. It doesn't require too much, but it should just kind of shoot out, or rather place down, a light source. And I don't believe that it uses any resources to do so. There's also a torch launcher, I believe. Yeah, from Cyclic here. That places a torch, though, so I think it wouldn't quite work in space. Not quite so well. So I think we will try to go and do that Illumination Wand. So that'll require a few rock crystals or celestial crystals, some stardust, a resonating gem, 2 runed marble, and illumination powder, all of which I do believe we have. Well, we'll keep the spacesuit on. Let's get up to different location through our celestial gateway here. Let's get up here and give some of that a crack. So we needed... keep forgetting. Resonating gem first and only, I think, is the only thing that goes into that. The machine over here. What was this called? Starlight Infuser. That's right. It's been a hot second here. You'll have to forgive me if I forget the names of a few things. But we just need some aquamarine, which we are running a little bit low on. Slap that in. Grab a resonating wand. Start the actual process. We need to keep that on us anyway. And then that'll be it, I think. We should have illumination powder. Yep, just a few. We have lots of crystals left. Open this chest as well as the ones we are growing and all that whole deal. Look for the ones with the least purity here. Unless I transferred those. No, I think I transferred the nice ones. Scratch that. Got a 70-something, or a 40-something here. Not great. Okay, I think the next lowest are the 70s. See a few 71s. We are selecting based off of purity because they are the least likely to become really nice ones. And then we just need marble. We'll grab 2 of you and a chisel to go and make the things what we need them to be. I think it was runed marble. It said that we needed, right? Yeah, runed marble. Some stardust, which we may or may not have, actually. I do remember being low on it. We do have it just enough for this, but we are running out. We may have to do some nether quartz, grind some of that up, and turn it into stardust with the Starlight Infuser. But I think we should be good. Good here to go and build our little Illumination Wand. I believe it went like this. You, and that. Yeah, perfect. We'll go get that done. Since we do have enough starlight to do it during the day, and we'll toss this back. Slime Sling back in there. While we wait. Oh, Slime Sling. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Grabbed that. We do not want to jump off of this. We do not have any fall damage reduction here. And we'll go recharge our oxygen tank. While we search for another option to go and find this moon boss. I didn't expect it to be such a big issue. I kind of thought it would be a little simpler, but ooh, ow. Evidently, it's going to bring that up. It's going to be a bit of a problem. This is filling up nicely. It's already got 125 buckets of steam. So at least we'll now have a buffer for this for the nighttime. Not sure how much it actually eats through. It may eat through all of that in a single instant. I'm not quite sure. But let's take a look at Galactic Craft. Do we have any boss arena finders? Not looking like it. Not that it necessarily would be named a boss arena finder anyway. Sensor lens? Don't think that's quite what we need. Got all these canned dehydrated foods. So considering we can eat normal foods on the moon, not quite sure what the purpose of those is. Just not just to have, more types of things. Got the various items. Apparently these Desh items are not half bad. Fortunately, though, not seeing anything here that, at least visually to me, looks like it would be boss finding implement, which is a bit of a shame. I will, however, try to look for... what was that called? Was in actually the logs here for age 5. Scanner. So Scanner actually does a little bit more than I had initially thought it would. So we do need to figure out a way to charge it, and I do actually know how to get to that now. We do need to get a charger proper. Tier 3 obviously is there, but we do have chargers tiers 1 and 2 that we need to get to before there, and we can power those on up. They're not too difficult to build. The only thing I think would be this block of redstone, and I think all of them actually require blocks of redstone. So, oh, did we run out of redstone? No, we're good. Go and build that or not. How does one make block of redstone? Can we only cast it out or press it? I guess so. Okay. So let's do the math on that. So we need 1 block of redstone here, another one here. I guess only 3. And then a bunch of diamonds will be the last level, and that'll give us the final tier that'll unlock the whole system for us. We'll keep this one out. The charger is going to be how we end up charging that scanner up. And the scanner actually has a lot more implements. Let's get the 3 blocks of redstone done. Whoops. So we need 9, 9, and 9. We'll go stick those on our machine over here. My god, do you move slow. I forgot what it was like running around without the wild dog pelt boots on. We'll go and throw those all in the belt so they can get compressed. There we go. And 3. Lovely. And then we should start to be able to make this lovely device. There we go. Charger level 1 and probably level 2, right? Yeah, just slap that in there. There we go. And diamonds. How many of you do we have? Just enough. I really wish there was a way to break these down. Oh. I think that, yeah, took that away. Charger, tier 3. And that'll give us the advancement. We have lots and lots of diamond stuff, but we do not have very many diamonds. We can make more diamonds, we have learned, via compression. So, obviously you can apparently get them through, Mystical Agriculture, Diamond Essence, from a seed reprocessor. Right, that is the Inferium, Intermedium, Superium, and Supremium bit, isn't it? Okay. So maybe we'll go into that just to get a reproducible bit of diamond. But there are also other ways. Materializer apparently does that, but that's probably not the best. If we do find diamond ore, we should absolutely mine it with Silk Touch. And I might actually do... Well, shoot, I guess I can't really do that right now. I was about to say I would think to actually tip the sponge pickaxe, now that we have access to diamond and Tinker's Construct. Whoops, materials. View. There should be a modifier here. Diamond. But that apparently only increases up to obsidian. Increased by 1, so I guess if we wanted to get our sponge pickaxe up there, yeah, that wouldn't be the best option. Can get Silk Touch other ways. Question is, do we have any more modifiers to spare on any of our picks? Does not look like... Oh, we actually do on this one. Okay. Color me surprised. Wow. I really did not expect to have any extra modifiers left. In that case, I guess we will go... We could improve haste on here. I'm actually going to try a few things on the steel pickaxe. So one, I think I'm going to trade up that head. We're going to go for cobalt. And I believe we check in the pattern chest. Yeah, that is just 2, so that'll only require 1 cobalt total here. Oh my goodness. Cobalt, there we go. Just over a stack, just barely now. Looked it up, there's a dungeon finder compass for this in Galactocraft, but it's only available through cheats. Oh, right, ow. Also looked up what a dungeon entrance should look like. It'll be hard to miss. Yeah, I didn't really think we'd miss them at this point, but you never know. We'll go get this cobalt ground up to duplicate it and smelted through. And we've got our steel as well, so we can add that to our collection here. We'll make a cobalt head. Then we'll throw on mending moss, so it can patch itself up. And I think silk touch probably isn't a bad idea. Probably not a half bad idea. So we can duplicate pretty much anything with the crusher. We always have another pickaxe to go and break stuff with. Let's see, to find some ore here. Yeah, crusher. So what can you actually make? Pretty sure it's just about every ore is... Wow. Well, maybe not so wow. Shoot. Do we throw silk touch on this, or do we make a dedicated pickaxe? I have no idea. Not a clue. Not a one. Maybe we leave this one as is. Maybe we just throw the cobalt head on here. But we have to go smelt it up, regardless. And we'll go get that pickaxe head cast. It is long overdue for me to upgrade this steel tool that we're using all the time. Maybe an arc furnace can smelt down diamond armor, most likely disabled. I would be very surprised if it could still do that. So if we take a look at one of these, I'll actually go patch it all the way up to full, just in case that is disabling any properties here. And of course, it's I'd have to waste quite a bit of diamond if I wanted to do that. But if we take a look at the uses here, it doesn't look like any of that is doable. I can just throw it in and see, but I very much doubt that will be... Whoa, where did it go? I think we still left it in here. Yeah, I don't think it'll allow you to do that. I'd be very surprised if it did. Seems to very much want you to get diamonds your own way instead of looting them off of anything. The way that I would have thought to be able to do it would have been the stoked cauldron, because that's how you can reclaim armors off, or materials off of armor in other places. That sponge pickaxe would be staying. You know, maybe we could upgrade that as well. You know, that's not a half bad idea. Later though. We want to repair our current prize. And apparently this now gives it, instead of sharp, which we weren't using anyway, this gives it momentum. I actually want to double check what that means. So if we check our materials and U-book, remember that I can't actually type in Tinkers and find it. What does momentum actually give us? Mining blocks increases your speed as long as you keep going. Ooh, not half bad. That's actually pretty good. But that'll be the most accessible one for us to use for the greatest amount of benefit. 12 mining speed will be great. Attack we don't care about. And the durability is better as well. So let's go throw this together. I want to go grab some more mending moss. So do we have any mossy cobblestone? Oh no, we actually have mending moss in itself. So we can just slap that on real quick. Right? Yes, we do. And that still has one modifier slot left over. But that'll make this a very, very nice pickaxe that will mend itself as we do damage to mobs and whatnot. And speaking of doing damage to mobs, it is nighttime. I'm actually going to take off the spacesuit, finally. I think we're going to spend a little bit more time on Earth here. So we'll go and throw that back into its storage area over there. We do want to get this charger set up. I think we'll go and set that up in here, probably. Not really using it for any of the other categories so far. So I think throwing it down here will probably do the trick. Just for now. I'm actually going to throw a high power circuit into this, as possibly poor of an idea that might be. I'm sure we'll get shocked by it. Tons and tons and tons. We got an HV wire coil. I need a relay and a connector. Slap those all on in their correct positions. Oh, right. Have to throw our old armor back on. There we go. Connect up to this side and then down to here. Lovely. And we should be able to... Oh, wow, that actually charges that up instantly. That's not half bad. And as you can see, this has, oh my god, a ton of FE, which is just going to be another energy type. But it's going to have a absolute buttload of storage in here, which is why I put the high voltage circuit on it. That may drain our voltage network here just by itself, honestly. Yeah, these are all empty. Wow, what the heck? Is this functioning? Is it powered? Oh. May not be. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's draining the system. It's draining the loop. So I do want to check if anything else. I guess the only other thing that's on the high voltage circuit here is this. What can I throw in there to test this out? A little bit of gold, I think we need some more of. Oh, right, clusters. I want to turn that into dust first. All right, that's on the medium voltage circuit. Okay, but once that is done, so we've got 12. I want to see if this arc furnace is actually still viable. Ooh, that's a clear and concise no. Yeah, so this charger is actually going to drain a ridiculous amount of energy. Oh, and it is nighttime and it is raining. So hold on a second here. What's this steam turbine should still? It doesn't matter that it's nighttime. It should still be increasing, right? Oh, this is not getting drained. Right. Because this needs a, these types of pipes need a fluid pole. Okay, so let's take these all out. That needs to stay. We'll actually replace all of these pipes with cyclic pipes. So we got an extraction cable and fluid pipe. Honestly, let's see, do we have brick? Some. Okay. Create this much for these pipes. And now we can make more fluid pipes. I'm actually going to start piping out of here with these instead, because we want the flow in and out to be the same. These will actually have a pretty big internal buffer, but they will have to suffice, because this will definitely not keep up with our new needs here. And Let's trade out these fluid pipes for the extraction cable. Uh-oh. No, that's not how we want that. Right? Okay, so if we hook this all up. Uh-oh. Let's move these down a little bit more. Build craft pipes. Transport pipe. There we go. Stone fluid pipes. We'll move this one further down, since that is now an issue. There we go. Now that should pull steam right out from there. And we can move it. Let's toss some of these extra bits that we've picked up over into here. Excellent. Yeah, and that is draining. Yeah, we should be able to visibly see this moving again. Okay, power is regenerating. God, this is a heck of a thunderstorm. We'll quickly eat. Emphasis on the quickly here. Let's go and nap. And that should mean that everything here is functional again. So the reason that wasn't working, if you didn't catch my probably lack of explanation, honestly, is that the pipes that we're using in there, or that we were using, don't actually function without a pushing input on one side, or I suppose a pulling input on another side. But that will mean that by putting that fluid container in between, it's not actually going to push out from that fluid container. It will push in because the steam sunlight generator, whatever the heck it is, does have a push input out on it. But the turbine doesn't have a pull input on it at all. So it wasn't actually moving it from that pipe. And I guess the 0.1 buckets per very, very slow amount was just the normal steam gain. Ooh, that's going to be a little rough. Okay, well, we have a pipe in there, so hopefully that'll be okay. We've got a storage container in the middle, though we have a bunch of cyclic pipes doing the same job, so hopefully that'll be fine. We've got our gold restocked back up. Now, for the scanner. This may actually help us out here. So, range module wouldn't be half bad. We probably want a lot of these, because the scanner is very versatile. We have the range upgrade, obviously. We can detect animals, monsters, common and rare ores. Rare ores would be the one that we are most interested in. Then a few of these aren't actually done. Apparently, I believe this is a structure detector. That has actually been disabled, and that was kind of what I was hoping we would be able to use here. But still having a nice long range to detect rare ores, that's pretty good. That alone is pretty good. And we can add any of the other ones that are still enabled here to increase that. That would actually function effectively as a better dowsing rod, because we'd actually be able, once you throw it in, you'll be able to look at whatever you're detecting straight through walls. It's essentially wall hacks for the ores. So the base scanner modules don't cost too much. They cost clay, gold nugget. I think the green dye powder is probably the only thing we will have none of. And even then, we're already good. So we should be able to make 1, 2. 2 for now. Well, we'll do 3, because I believe the scanner, the internal storage slot here, has 3 modules and then it has storage for extra modules. So we'll just build 3 initially. And let's build that range upgrade. Build one of you. We'll build that rare ore upgrade. Ooh, no diamonds. Right. Maybe we go compress some diamonds down. So that the only one we can currently do, I believe, is... Uh-oh. Did they remove that? Compressor can get diamond shards from carbon ingots. That's carbon ore. Uh-oh, uh-oh. It may have removed what I was banking on here. Okay. We may need just to go find some diamond. I'm not a fan of that. That's not great to me. That is really, really, really not great. Can I get it any other ways? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, hold on. Actually, additions takes diamond horse armor, at the very least. Can we turn that into diamonds itself in an enrichment chamber? Yes-ish. I don't know why this light blue crystal cluster is showing up. Okay, so the recipe that I was banking on had been to grab some carbon. Or coal rather. Take some of that, compress it in the Pneumaticraft chamber, and turn that into diamond. Because I believe it was 8 blocks of coal turned into 1 or 2 diamonds. That way we would have at least had an option, had a direction to go. But it seems that they have since disabled that, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle here. Quite a bit of a pickle. Where's that? Blank. Yeah, we'll keep this on us. Blank scanner module. Do we want to have any other objects here? Probably a common ore wouldn't be half bad to have. And we'll have to leave that rare ore for later, but we can at least insert these 2 into there, and we'll store... Oh, I guess we can't even store the blank scanner module for later. But I do believe... Yeah, we charge this up. Sends out a pulse, and if we had any ores in the ground, it would have actually sent them pulsing. Fortunately, we've actually mined everything near us. Save maybe this redstone. Ah, yeah, see? So, bauxite. Got a kind of bluish glow. I think it should actually change colors depending on what type of ore it is. We'll go and excavate all of this. As aluminum. But I don't quite know whether or not it still does that. As clearly some things have changed. But let's go wander around. This is silicon. I wonder if this silicon is considered a rare or a normal ore. Well, it's down there. Doesn't look very big. It might just be slightly out of range, because the range does only scan so far. But I guess we go and run around till we find diamonds. I guess that's just what happens here. Let's go store this for now. I am very, very much hoping that... Whoa, what the heck? Kimberlite. What the hell is that? Alright, let's unstore that. Okay, so it may still be out of range. Maybe we give it another range upgrade for now. Whoops. I don't actually know if this stacks, so it may be a waste, but may not be a waste. I don't know what the default range is, so maybe it's just not detecting whatever this kimberlite stuff is. Ooh, diamond. Okay. Right, that's why we can't detect it. It's a rare ore. Okay, but in that case, let's make another blank trip. Slap you two together. There we go, we got a rare ore detector. Let's go take that range upgrade out, stick that in, take a look here. And it still ain't detecting nothing. Okay, plan B. Prospecting tool. Test that out down here. We'll get a little bit closer to bedrock. I hear some lava. Lovely. Okay, and we're low enough now. We should be able to mine our way around. Probably should have checked out the chunk first. Well, actually, you know, down here, maybe we're close enough that it will actually show us some ores here. Right? Wrong. This thing may be more worthless than I thought. Anyway. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so it's showing these ones up here, but not their equivalents down here. What? And I guess they don't, in fact, change color anymore, whether or not they did in the first place. But let's, since this isn't working out, let's go back down there, eat our pizza. Oh, right, we were going up there to check the chunks out. Which chunk is this actually in? Ah. Wow, right on the corner. So that's got to be somewhere in this chunk, I guess? I'm kind of assuming that we're not going to be able to find it up here. Unfortunately, I am also assuming that finding it down here is going to be a little rough. We are at Y52, so unless it is literally at the very bottom of the world, we should be able to find it somehow. This is the center of the chunk. Surely I can't be that unlucky. Ah, perfect. We have ourselves a area here. So, let's throw some of these garbage materials back. And we can actually test out the lovely new Illumination Wand. So that just drops a bit of illumination. You can't punch it away. You can blow it up, I do believe. And you can place a block to remove it. But this has infinite durability, which kind of makes that better than a torch. We know that there's some kimberlite down here. And let's take this out for now. We're actually going to throw those torches back in since we have this lovely, lovely tool. Gravel, okay. Back to stone. Was here, right? Test out the prospector. I assume you mean the scanner. Yeah. That was what I was planning on doing. Aha! Okay, so it does work. The range on it is just kind of garbage. So instead I will throw the normal ore detector in there. That'll give me... some kimberlite here. So... Now is the issue that we run into. It is much more effective for us to mine this with Silk Touch. But our only Silk Touch tool, the Sponge Pickaxe, will not mine that. I have a better idea. So let's climb up here. Kind of just hop our way up. And we can probably find this place again. One, I'm going to toss that Sponge Pickaxe just into the lurch. We do not need that. And this prospector is right now done too. Turn off those. We have an estimated idea of where it is, though I'll light it up just in case. Let's go run back. Get a little crafty here, shall we? Hearing lots of distant explosions. I have no idea what those are about. Maybe the creepers are aggroing on player mobs that are spawning. But I want to go and see something here. Does this obsidian pickaxe have a modification slot? Yes, it does. Fantastic. Oh, that is lovely. That is fantastic. So, we are going to be going to Materials in You. Remember the name of it properly this time. Going to be adding a Silk Touch modifier on this. Since we already have the Cobalt Pickaxe now, we don't need just an Obsidian Pickaxe for Cobalt level mining materials anymore. We have that done. So we'll make this into a specialist tool by adding Silk Touch to it. And that will require a Silky Jewel. How do we make one of those? Oops. In here, please. Or Silky Cloth. Oh, that is super easy. Silky Cloth is definitely the better of the two. But will that work for this? Or is that for something else? Ooh, I would not like to be forced to go to the Betweenlands to get a Silky Jewel. I'm going to check Construct's Armory. So still materials in You. That's not a modifier there, is it? I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything that looks like it. Don't you have one jewel left from the Betweenlands? Maybe. I'm not quite sure. I think I'll try making this first, since it's not all that costly. And throwing that on there. Dang. Oh, I see. Okay, so the silky cloth actually goes around the gem. Okay, well, dang, but could be, I suppose, worse. All right, well, let's take you off the table, go to the Betweenlands, and use one of these expensive materials, shall we? Ow. Checking your inventory. They would be in the Betweenlands inventory, I do believe. Though I suppose I could check. What is it, middle gem? Oh, okay. Color be surprised. I guess I moved all of the stuff over there? Well, in that case, no way in heck am I going back there if I don't have to. Let's go give this obsidian pickaxe some Silk Touch. Fortunately, it will use the modifier slot. Cannot be used with luck. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, well, that makes this pickaxe kind of worthless. Dang. And there's no way you can remove those at all, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I don't think there's a way to remove those. Except for maybe eye modifier? No, that's just chiseling. Okay, so I thought that was a special sort of modifier. No way to remove these, huh? Doesn't look like it. Okay, bit of a shame. That means this obsidian pickaxe is good and proper. Done for. We really do not need that anymore if it can't grab anything, unless there's a more beneficial modifier that we can add to it. Increases durability. Not quite. Glowing. Places a light source but costs that. No. Shulking. Throws them into the mid-air, like floating enchantment. Yeah, I am really not seeing anything beneficial. Anything more beneficial that I can put on here that'll make me want to use it. Dang. I am really annoyed by that. What the heck? That sucks. That just blows. Okay, well, we'll add that to the collection of tools that I will never be able to use. Well, that necessitates building an entirely new tool, I guess, specifically for Silk Touch. However, I could be totally wrong about that because we have an unmodified sponge pickaxe here that we can just replace all the parts of, which I guess is effectively making a new tool in and of itself. I guess we save on the binding material. That's something-ish. All right, let's re-optimize. So I think we have the best tool when it comes to doing things here. We should have this Cobalt Pickaxe, which I do believe has a stem made of bronze. How's Luck 3 compared to Silk Touch? Luck 3 gives you 4 times the amount that's equivalent to Silk Touch. It's a random chance, though, is the thing. The Silk Touch method will effectively give us 4 every single time. So it's not going to be nearly as good. But yes, we will need bronze for the stem. I think we've determined that that is one of the better, if not best, building materials for the actual tool rods. What else do we got on here? Why did I go there? Magnetic for the binding is always nice. We could use another cobalt head. Mending moss, probably a good idea. Haste, maybe. Excavate. Yes. Excavate plus Silk Touch, I think, should still work. Though I should probably test that out on something less valuable than diamonds. And then Mending moss to patch the dang thing up. Should I ever need to. Yeah, we can just go do that. So let's take that apart. So we need some bronze first. 2 for the pickaxe stem. Tells you in the Tinker's Tools book what modifiers are compatible. Book says not compatible with auto smelt and luck. Yeah. I'm just talking about what I should add to this beyond that. We'll got to make it out of cobalt again. So we'll go and eat into our cobalt stash. There we go. Make another head out of that. And beyond that, or rather in addition to, we will want some excavate modifiers, which we have plenty of. And I really don't see the need to add more than one. That doesn't really seem to be a necessary thing to do for any of it. And maybe add some haste onto it. So redstone, probably just one level. That is, what, 50, I think, for a single level. So we'll throw the cobalt in first. Make the, where'd it go? Pickaxe head. Gotta recharge that scanner. We may as well do that while that's smelting. That's probably going to take a while. Right, and that is in this building. Thank you. Scanner's really not that great. I really wished it had a bigger default range. It is pretty good, but without those 2 range upgrades, it's just not very useful, like whatsoever. Let's slap this in and throw the bronze so it can start melting as well. We need the tool rod, just the basic one. Oh, we actually don't need 2 there. We just need 1. The tool rod. We'll get that cast out. And we should be good to make this. Should be all good to replace the tool components here. Goodbye, sponge pickaxe. You were something. All right, you were something. That will increase our... Oh, it'll actually not increase our durability. It'll decrease that. Huh, I didn't realize sponge was so resilient. But it will definitely increase our mining level and our mining speed. We can throw our tool rod in there to give that a little bit more... a little bit more durability as well. Throw Silky on there. So we get Silk Touch. Very nice. Excavate as well. Running out of modifiers. Do I give it Excavate? Do I give it Haste? I think we take away Excavate. I think we don't add that on there. And in fact, Haste is probably not a great option either. So I would like some more Mending Moss on here. Dang. If only I could have better, more modification slots. Why are you replacing this pickaxe rather than making a new one? Effectively, I save 1 iron on the binding. That is basically the only change. So we've got mossy cobblestone. We've got vines, right? Yeah. We've got cobblestone. There it is. I think we had 6 already, right? 3. Okay. So we just need 6 here. Turn this into a ball of moss. We'll throw mending moss on this before we throw anything else on it. And we'll leave that 1 extra slot open. Why am I coming down here? Oh, right. One, we have to throw this back. These both, actually. And 2, I've got to click this moss on here to use up 10 levels of our very extensive level set here. Grab some mossy cobbles, make some mending moss, and throw it on our lovely cobalt pickaxe. So it can mend itself. Now it has exactly 1 modifier left, and we'll save that for when we can figure out exactly how to throw on there. Why not mending moss and haste, since all the diamond ore veins will probably be tiny? I'm worried that we might need it for something else. I can't think of what I might need it for at the moment, but I have definitely run into that problem in the past. So I would rather have it when I actually need the thing. need the enchantment slot than not have it. We'll go and drop down to the Kimberlite. Ah, yes, and that just gives us diamond ore. Lovely. Oh, Orion Drive. That's a new one. Okay, but we'll go take all of these out of the ground, shall we? Maybe it would have been better to put excavation on here. I don't really know. I'm just worried about using up that one mod slot since we can never, ever get more if we do that. It's a bit of a restriction that I am not super fond of, but it exists. It's what it is. Okay, but this will give us lots and lots of diamond ore. 31, in fact. And then we could go check those other veins out, actually. They were about the same area. Mine across them, what will we find? More kimberlite? More something else? Oh, right. It's just very large. Ah, osmium. Okay, so that's considered a nicer ore, because we only have the rare ores detector on this right now, so... Well, we can go get osmium whenever we need it. Go climb our way out of the hole we've dug. Quite literally dug ourselves into. And get some of this diamond turned into something fancy. How's our helmet shifted up there? That's not right. There we go. Restore everything. This is actually going to be a little... Want to grab the osmium now? You basically have infinite storage space. You're not wrong. In fact, you are totally, completely right. We'll just excavate that. And, right, we already threw that back. I swear I saw some more around here. Yeah, some over here. We really are just going on a mining expedition, aren't we? Okay, should just be right in front of us here. More osmium? No, lapis. Huh. Okay. Ooh, God. Sweet. Good lord. I forget how much this actually gets every time. Alright, well, that is those veins explored. Apparently lapis is considered a rare ore too, so I really don't know what the cutoff is anymore. Maybe all of the things that we have are going to be rare ores? No clue. But we've got osmium and we've got that. We've got diamond, which we can go and make fancy. And we also have great need of repairing our pickaxe here. Honestly, our pickaxe says... Well, that one's really not that far down. Can we go mob hunting? They may not give us a choice here. Could do more blood magic farming. That would actually give us lots and lots of experience. Our whole pig farm and all that. And we do have that paused for the moment because it was really overflowing. I kind of jumping from thing to thing though. Not really doing exactly what I said I'd go out to do, but... Wasn't necessarily a true and total promise. Okay. Yeah, sure, let's do some of this. So, what were we in the market for this time? Gotten all the sacrifices and stuff. Ah, right, we still have this blank slot. What in blood magic could we use here? More capacity, maybe. Where is our lovely gem? Sigil of Holding. Has 31,000. Some more capacity wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's get the sacrificial dagger out. The dagger of sacrifice, I suppose, it technically is. And what do we need for more capacity? Ooh, efficiency might not be half bad. Uh, we'll save efficiency for later, though. Well, let's see. What is efficiency? What do we need for that? We have no clue. It does not exist. Interesting. Okay, so apparently efficiency no longer exists, which means uh, capacity is probably our next best bet. Maybe stuff before a certain age is considered common. I could see that being in an argument here. I don't particularly need anything here. The capacity I'm kind of just doing because, that is capacity. Uh, more capacity is always nice. But there are many more things that we could make. Living armor. Teleportation focuses. Apparently used to move blocks. Fancy demonic wills. More bows and what such. Man, there's so much in this mod that we just do not interact with because it's neat but not necessary. I think we'll just stick with the runes of capacity here, and that, of course, will require buckets and buckets and buckets. 7 times 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 times 3, which is 21. Total buckets, which is 63? Yeah, 63 iron. Melt it down and turn it into buckets while we do this. We are only doing this because our pickaxe needs fixing. 63 iron, and in there, 2 buckets. I swear I do this every time. I swear we've done this so many times. And I think for the augmented capacity, it'll be even more, isn't it? Yeah, 2 more in addition. So that's 2 times 3 times 7. 6 times 7, 42? 42 more iron. We'll just do that now. Even when we're not doing blood magic, we're still doing blood magic. That's how it be sometimes. And we'll just let that auto toggle here. While we roam. Quickly do that, and we can start sacrificing. So, the reason we need to sacrifice is because runes of capacity require imbued slate. We need a lot of that. And in fact, a lot of stone as well. Let's grab 7 stone for the imbued slate. And start the process, shall we? There we go. That's all topped off. We should actually turn our pig farm back on. What's that? I do believe we paused that. Yeah, we paused everything here. Okay, the baby separators are still active. We just need to get to the imbued portion. Is this imbued? No, reinforced. So that'll be something we just kind of sit here and wait on. Fortunately, there is no way to speed it up other than by those efficiency runes. Well, I suppose we could get... Is it the acceleration rune, or is it the... There's another rune that I thought might be speed rune. Okay, that looks imbued. You know what? Let's take a look. There it is. Sanguine. The Sanguine Scientium. Which rune is the one that makes things faster? I could actually use that now. Speed rune. Applies a pressure to the altar's basin, forcing the transmutation process, so that crafting is a lot quicker. Okay. In that case, yes, we will be going for speed runes instead, which I guess means we kind of have an extra imbued slate that we didn't necessarily need here. But that will need stone, sugar, easy enough to get, and blank slate, which is super duper easy. We'll just need more stone here. Wait for that to turn into blank slate and pop it out. Yeah, blank slate. This may actually not drain fast enough to keep these pigs from murdering each other. Just by my nature of them being shoved into the same space. Okay, another blank slate. Good. Should probably get sugar grinding up. Unfortunately, I can't leave this for long enough to do that. Because blank slate goes by real fast. It really doesn't use up much either. At least they're still mostly getting shoved over here. It's not the best, but... Oh, blank slate. It's not the best. They don't actually make their way over here unless they are backed up on that side. But it does work, questionably. There we go. We'll keep those active. Oh, right. Blank slate. I keep forgetting it's always the first step because I've been so used to passing it for other types of slate. It's really not an issue. I think after this next one here, I'm going to take a quick break, run over, get some sugarcane ground up. Because we will need 14? Yeah, 14 sugarcane ground up into sugar, unless I already have sugar. Ah, I already do. Cool. Back to the magic. Nope, not a pizza. Please take that out. Please don't imbue my pizza with blood. That is not a topping that I enjoy on my pizza. I am a traditionalist here. We'll just wait for this. Occasionally sacrifice a pig or two. God, I'm so blasé about it. Just like, yeah, you know, we're gonna do a little bit of magic. Occasionally we'll have to sacrifice a pig, draining its blood into this ritual altar. But you know, that's just everything in a day's work. But we are at least almost done with these blank slates. Hopefully in the future the process will go much more quickly. Here's a second to last, and then we'll have one more, and we should be good. We have enough stone to take care of everything here. We've got the blank slate, obviously. And we got the blank runes just sitting in the altar right now. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. So can we just craft you outright? Oh, right, the runes. Ah! Now we should be good to throw it through the bend. There we go. Lovely. I guess we're going to have a lot of buckets in a few minutes here. There we go. I was about to say that has to drop because we took off the level 4, which means no longer did that augmented capacity actually sit there. Ooh, give me that back. No longer did the second tier of augmented capacity actually sit there properly, so... Alright, well, that is that. Our pickaxe is not yet healed. Wow. Okay. Well, in that case, no. That's fine. That is done enough. We've done enough of this already. Throw everything back here. You can go in. Let's start dealing with our pickaxe, shall we? Or our diamonds. We will have to do this manually, unfortunately, which is not spectacular, but it's just how it's going to be. We can get that dagger of sacrifice out of here. And make our way up. Via the lovely power of... Uh-oh. Light? There we go. Okay, and we'll drop straight down, and bam. Okay, that's still got plenty in it. Now, I believe it was just in here, right? Throw that on there. 4 diamonds automatically. Lovely. Okay, so let's grab our wand. There we go. Look at that. Quadrupled the amount of diamond we could have got from this thing. It is a manual process, but it is well worth it for the diamonds we will get from this method. Fortunately, it is a little bit boring. And it's raining. Lovely. At least it's not mixing with our liquid starlight here. But with a half stack, we will actually get to almost, what, 2? At least it's not terribly slow. Well, it's not quite not necessarily quick. It's not quite fast, but it's acceptable. And because of this lovely containment chalice over there, we can actually just focus on this part instead of having to fill up manually the liquid starlight every single time. So we should almost be done here. Man, this really is just Blood Magic 2.0, isn't it? This particular process. It is much prettier, though, I have to say. Blood Magic, it's got some neat effects, especially the transmutation circle stuff, but the rest of it can be a bit boring to look at. But now we have just under 2 stacks of diamond. I had to double check that in my head that we had Visio wings on and our boots on, because I was concerned for a moment there that we were about to go splat onto the ground. Those are our buckets done, that we will store for later use. We'll have to remember that we have them if we ever need them en masse again. And we're done. So why the heck did we need those? Why did we need those in the first place? What could we possibly be building? Not a whole lot. Could be doing the power cell stuff, but we don't quite need that at the moment. I think we just wanted diamonds. I think that was actually for our Tinker's tools in some way? God, I can't even remember. Right, I think we wanted diamonds to cap our sponge pickaxe for. But since we ended up not using that, we ended up replacing that anyway. That's not really that big a deal. It's not an issue anymore. So now we just have a bunch of diamonds. Which I think means that it's time to head back to the moon. Got everything topped off. We are relatively prepared. Yeah, let's get ourselves going. Slowly. So slowly. God, the paths actually help out. We move so slowly without those wild dog pelt boots. I'm never going to be able to go back to default Minecraft. It's forever going to be ruined for me from those wild dog pelt boots. But we'll go open up our backpack here. Get out that slime sling and keep on searching. Now we have had a secondary party here confirm that we have not yet found the portal room. We've explored a hell of a lot. Evidently, there's just not enough. So let's fire ourselves east, shall we? Right, we have to be on the ground too. Ow. Another village over here. Not too bad. We will eventually have to get one of those translator modules or whatever it was. We can actually talk to these guys and trade with them. But we haven't done that in the Abyssal Dimension either. The last Abyssal Dimension. I think that was, what, Osmium or something? It started with an O, I'm fairly sure. But maybe they, too, can offer us nice stuff. Okay. Just keep circling here. As effectively as we can, though we keep bouncing off of the sides of things, so not really working out so great. Whoa, was that? Hold on a minute. Ah, it's daytime again. Lovely, the sun has risen. Saw something over here. No, that was just a big hole. To some cheese, though. No, this is copper, isn't it? Yeah, it is copper. Ah, well. I've also just noticed, our experience bar has disappeared. Is that a bug? Surely that must have been a bug. A visual bug only. I very much hope. Another village out here. Do they know where the dungeon is, though? Sort of doubting it. Can't believe we still haven't found this thing. Surely it can't be that hard to find. If you're just expected to stumble upon it? No way can it be that difficult to find. Okay, I think we're treading back upon where we've already been. Yeah, that's our village over there, I do believe. Lots of enemies clustered up over here, but I think that's just because this is a cave system. Man, how terrible. I hope it isn't in one of those like very slim sections that we haven't actually explored. That would absolutely positively suck. I'm honestly not sure if we're even getting the speed boosts from the slime sling anymore. This may just be how fast you travel in the on the moon when you're sprinting. So I could be wrong about that. I suppose I could check in certain ways, but honestly, that's a bit too much work. Good God, though. We're clearing a lot of space here. Oh, hold up here. Is this it? Oh, that looks like it. That is definitely it. Okay, sweet. So we'll mark that as the moon boss. Sweet. And let's go do some combat, shall we? How will we set this up? Don't need the buckets. Well, we'll do it like that. How's our oxygen? Still doing great. Okay. Hey, as expected, the torches here are not lit up. Looks like there is a creeper room. Clear those from afar. I think there are spawners in here too. Maybe not. Grab some enchantments. A heavy duty shovel. Not sure what exactly that is. But we'll keep tossing stuff back so we don't fill up our inventory. Oh, no. Heavy oxygen tank. That needs to stay in. We will put that over here. Put that in the first row. Yeah, that'll be fine. Nothing here. Got a few more music discs. I'll never say no to those. Ah, this looks like a spawner room, though. Okay, we'll just break these. Could we use them? Maybe. But I'd rather not take the chance. I don't know how difficult this boss is going to be. We have a shield, right? Oh, God. Okay, that creeper came out of nowhere. And that room is clear. This one didn't have anything in it. I wonder how long this goes on for. At least it's not too difficult to take care of. All these enemies. This Illumination Wand is really helping out too. If I had to make this many glowstone torches, I don't think they would have been nearly as effective. Okay, and that there looks like a boss room. That is definitely different. Oops, than any of the ones we have. Oh, a frequency module. Hold on, that's what we need, isn't it? Talk to the people in this world. Yeah. Can receive weak sound waves and distant signals. Oh, okay, and everything is loud again. Okay. Maybe good, maybe bad. Either way, we have access to it. All right, let's go see what the boss has to offer us. Lava pillars in the corner. Ah. Oh, okay, and I can't leave the boss room, apparently. Oh my god, look at his head. He's a really big, like, skeleton fellow. Oh, he's picked me up. Ow. Oh, and I guess we did him in. Good God. What a despawning animation right there. Okay, that was really easy. And I assume that sound over there was just a moon strike, a meteor striking the moon. I've noticed that somehow our shovel has lost durability somewhere. Our trowel. But that's the first boss battle. Sweet. So we've got our tier 1 dungeon key. I think we just throw that in here, right? Yeah. And not a whole lot, but we do have the schematic for the tier 2 rocket. Sweet. Not half bad, along with a filled oil canister and a few bits of food and whatnot. Yes, that's really not bad. I don't think we can take this. Yeah, it looks like we can't. But I guess we're done here. That's the good old moon dungeon done with. And maybe we should take some of this dungeon brick. Honestly, just for the looks, it looks pretty neat. I think we'll start at the end here. We'll just excavate a bit of that. Yeah, that'll do. Huh? That's not enough. That's not nearly as many as I collected, right? Ah, there it is, all in the corner. I do believe, yeah, this is actually required for an inscriber calculation press. I'm not sure what this is used for. Printed calculation circuits, and that is used in other things. Things that go a little further over my head. But I'm taking some of this because it looks neat. Oh, though I suppose I should avoid harvesting enough here. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm starving. I see. Suppose I should avoid harvesting too much in case it pulls from that lava, those lava containers over there. But I think this amount should be fine. And we can always, we know where this is now, so we can always come back later. Let's go throw all of the excess here. What do we even do here? Oh, this probably goes into the workbench, right? Yeah, and apparently we could have made this itself the scamulator. What? Oh, schematics. Okay. My brain interpreted that as it gives you scams. But apparently we can make these. I guess if we didn't get it as a drop, I don't know if it's a sure thing or not. We can make those out of different things, though, different materials. And I think I will take these pickaxes. Oops, did not mean to get the moon rock. Glowstone only, please. Okay. And that leaves this place dark, which means it is time for me to slap an Illumination Wand around it. Oh, I see. It's actually, you can see on our experience bar, there's actually Starlight coming back. So I guess this requires a certain bit of charging. Not quite free, but effectively it is. I think we'll store that filled oil canister as well. Our oxygen tanks are still doing great. We made stellar time dealing with that boss. That was super duper fast. I don't think you broke the second spawner. There's nothing in this room. These ones are both broken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got all the spawners. I don't think I missed any. Because I know they're in both in two corners of each room. Yeah, no, we're all good. Very first room? Maybe. No, we did. There's no spawners in this room. That's what you're talking about. We can go grab some moon cheese. And, oh, we can make our second launch platform. And I do actually believe here. We can go switch this out. Everything reset. Throw cheese back where it needs to go. I do believe that if we reclaim our lunar lander, which is up in this direction apparently somewhere. There it is. I see the covering we built for it. pretty sure if we grab this, mine it, grab it, yeah, gives us our launch pad back, which isn't half bad. I think I will store this here. This is just the tier 1 rocket, and we don't necessarily need this anymore, because we will be building the tier 2 to get to where we need to go. But it's nice to just have that there. And that's the boss dealt with. Sweet. So let's go and get ourselves back home, shall we? Where, of course, it is raining. Lovely. Alright. Let's get these out. Let's restore that as well. Take all of our moon gear off. And store all of them. And we'll recharge our heavy oxygen tank, shall we? Honestly, I'm a little disappointed with Galactocraft. It's not a bad mod in any event, but it's not something I would go seeking out, if you catch my drift. It's a little too barren for what it is. Needs a little bit more expansion, but now that we have that level 2 workbench schematic, we can toss that in. We could go straight for where, I guess, Mars? Oh, apparently Spawner Seeker is part of the process there. Before we get to the tier 2 rocket. So I guess that was how we were supposed to find the dungeon. Spawner Seeker? Here it is. Yeah, you don't need to be in creative to craft this, that seems. And I would assume that it does have only those dungeons on the moon. That requires moss stone, ender pearls, and 2 moss stone. Netherwort. Do we even have netherwort? I don't even know. Apparently we did. Just stored in. That'll get the spawner seeker. No, sorry, there was a dungeon compass specifically for finding moon dungeons that needed to be in creative. I see. Coordinates for the moon boss area were around -16, 1100. Okay, good to know. We'll have this, or whatever we need it for. An ender wing. Wow, some of these are kind of neat. Personal spawn point. Yeah, some teleportation there. That's not half bad. Certus quartz seed, you say? And that grows into a pure quartz crystal. Is that usable in Certus quartz crafting? Kind of don't think it is. Okay, so apparently magical agriculture is a pretty powerful mod. We'll have to look into that for next time. But we have this. So what do we do with this workbench schematic? Found after completing the dungeons. Okay. So what do we do then? Presumably, we need to build another NASA workbench then, right? Yeah, it looks like these have different construction materials, but this one seems... okay, there we go. So we can unlock the schematic here to make it a tier 2 rocket. And that one looks like it will take a little bit more. Yeah, so it looks like it's a little longer, requires more materials. I bet it will require more materials in its base too. So where are our rockets? Tier 2 rockets. Requires heavy-duty plates, which are the heavy-duty plates plus compressed meteoric iron. Tier 1 booster, those are new, along with more fins, another Tier 1 rocket engine. I wonder if we can disassemble the Tier 1 rocket and get some of these back. I kind of feel like we wouldn't be able to. So we'll have to start the that whole process again. But I think I'm going to save that for a later time. I want to get this thing. I want to get this thing built. Because getting passive mining going on, getting that to work, will be a absolute godsend. Especially if it grabs some of the rarer materials, such as like cobalt or what is that, nether quartz? The purple stuff. I think it will grab that. But it does require some fancy blocks here. We've got, amazingly, we've got enough for blocks of diamond now, which is good. Lithorite, I think there should be a recipe to make that. So if we wait for it to cycle back, that requires a Lithorite crystal, and that is even more diamonds. Okay, that kind of makes sense though. So that'll require green and lime dye powder. We will need, that'll make 4, along with a diamond and flint. Oh boy. That'll make 4 and wait for it to cycle. We'll need 9 of these for each Lithorite. So effectively, we need to make 9 of this recipe. Lime dye powder. How do you make that? White and green. Is there anything that gives it by default? Only chrysanthemum, it seems. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go for white and green. Those should be pretty easy to get, right? Yeah, bone meal will turn into that. All right, so that's not too bad. Interconnect. Ooh. Black concrete and a connector. Connectors are iron and redstone. That's both easy. Those are both easy to find. And a diode, also easy. And last but not least, the types of laser lenses. So we don't want the crystal one. We just need a clear one, I do believe. Once it cycles through. Do wish I could cycle through a little faster. Ah, you can. Scroll wheel here. Scroll wheel. Maybe. Okay, kind of works. Ah. No, we missed it. Okay, it only cycles in one direction, unfortunately. We are looking for a clear laser lens. Right? Just do it this way. Why am I wasting my time with that? Okay, and that's just glass. Oh my god. Okay. So overall, doable if a little expensive. First things first, we need green dye powder. We will need come on, cycle through. 2 times 9. So 18 green, and then same for lime. 4 flint times 9, which will be 48? No, 36. Yeah, 36. And then 9 diamonds. Okay. 18 of you. 18 to be turned into lime dye. We've got bone meal. Do we have white dye powder just sitting around? A little bit. Does this turn into 1 or 2? It turns into 2, so we actually only need half. That'll at least get processed in there. We do need that bone meal to be ground up, though, and that is ground up into 2. So we just need 4 bone meal. Throw that in the crusher, send that on its way. We can take that glass. Let's see, it was like this for the laser lens, right? The clear laser lens, perfect. Got our white dye powder, which can be thrown in pretty quick. Perfect, another 18 there. Still waiting. Flint and diamonds, that's the only thing. And we need 36 flint, which we may or may not have. Ah, we do. Okay. I suppose we have been collecting it pretty often because we do use the trowel quite a bit. Entirely, basically. And then last thing we need, diamonds. And we should have enough for 9 of this to be spared. Especially since there may be returns from it. And you and you. $36 of you. Make 4 Lithorite. We have 2 of the components here. Diode is next. That's doable. Very easy. Get that done. Block of diamond. We do have to take an intermediate step to get there. So I guess 18 diamond will be going into this thing at the minimum. And just toss you under the belt. Okay. That's that. Interconnects. Right. We need just... Okay, we need 2 interconnects, and that'll each take 4. Luckily, they each make 4 with this recipe. Let's do that in here. There we go. And black concrete. Do we have that? I hope we do. That would make this pretty simple. We unfortunately do not. We do have concrete, though. Does that turn into black concrete? No. Black concrete powder. Oh, right. It's the it's not asphalt concrete. It is concrete. And the concrete powder itself is... Okay, so that is actually doable. Very doable. We'll go throw this in the hydrator. And then we'll be good. Nope, that's not a hydrator. That is a solidifier. Where the heck did our hydrator go? We had one, right? Surely we had a hydrator. I swear I recall making that. Let's keep making obsidian, though. Especially since it just takes sticks, and this is where all of our lava reserve went anyway. Maybe I never made one. Oh, give that back. Give me my TV remote here. Yeah, I guess we didn't make one. So go through you. How does one make a hydrator? With not too much difficulty, honestly. So we'll have to compress the clay. We'll have to compress the block of iron and make a dropper, unless we have one to spare now. We should be able to do that pretty easily. So quickly make one of you. We can check if we have clay blocks. We do not. I do believe it is 8 of these getting smashed up together. Yeah, it makes a clay block. Need iron blocks. Which we can do in here. A lot of focus on blocks in this mod pack. In this mod. I guess we are getting to the stage where it is end game, so blocks just are effectively more required for X amount. And then got the clay, terracotta, water buckets. Wonder if it'll consume them or not. Ah, let me off. There we go. And I'll just fill up the water buckets in our aqueduct here in the home. We should be good, right? Ah, assuming it lets us out. Yeah, we're good. We got a hydrator. And it didn't consume our buckets. Lovely. So let's build this up in here. I think we'll just stick that off to the side here. Sure. We do need water, which we can go and add manually, right? Yeah. We only need enough for 8 concrete powder. Oh, and we'll need power. Oh, scratch that. What's going on in here? What? Don't tell me it. Okay, I guess we'll steal from this, because we can't quite do it from the actual water source. Maybe it needs to be filled up first? That is my current assumption. Seems like it needs something else, is the issue. Nine and 10. Okay. So what's up with you? Recipe is unlocked. Has water. I don't know what this is. Cyclic doesn't have power. Right? Cyclic doesn't have any sort of power source, power system. What does this block say? Nothing. And I guess we finally ran out of lava, didn't we? Well, there goes that lava. I guess we can reclaim the cyclic pipes, if nothing else. Are those abyssal zombies? Oh, they are. How did you get here? Guess I must have came in through the portal. Why isn't that concrete powder going through? Can I do this the good old-fashioned way with concrete powder? You supposedly if you slap it and it touches water. Ah, you can. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea why it said we required the hydrator. Oh, there's a little shark. Okay, but we'll have some spare concrete powder, and we should be able to throw this around here, right? Make an interconnect. We'll build. Actually, what are these called? Connectors. Yeah, we do have 8 in here. Let's build a interconnect. 2 of them, please. And we should be good. Well, at least for the basic structure. The rest of this, going to need structure frame of tier 1 or above, 20 structure panels, 2 laser cores, and a laser lens. Which is going to be its own little thing here. We can at least throw this together. And we'll have to find a place to put the dang thing. It is a pretty large multi-block. I would like it close-ish. Maybe this open plane. Structure size 7 by 4 by 7. I think that's doable. Now I do believe this is from Environmental Tech. There should be something else in it. An assembler here. Oh dear. Obsidian and another Lithorite crystal. Oh man. Looks like the Hydrator does actually need power, but like the normal power you have set up should be compatible. Oh, okay. Well, that's inconvenient. None of the other cyclic objects have needed power, which means this building isn't even wired up for power. God, I feel like a contractor. Well, we'll have to deal with that later then. I don't think we'll use a Hydrator for too much. But 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, this will fit in here nicely. We will need this assembler, I do believe. That'll get it to assemble the structure itself. We'll need all of the other components in addition to that. I'm actually going to remove this advanced solar power since we are not going to be using space power. We're not going to be making a space base. What exactly are we missing from there? Pray tell. Really just missing the lime powder. And even that is just bone meal ground up some more. So stick that into the grinder real quick. Crusher, rather. Should be able to make another Lithorite crystal. There we go. Wish it wasn't quite so expensive, but that's some obsidian. We've at least got plenty of. We've got ourselves an assembler. So, well, let's just build straight off. I kind of doubt it. Let's calculate out where it should go. So I'm going to say 2 away from each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And if I check that, it's not assembled. And it does require energy, but we'll get to that when we get there. We can lift it up or we can build it into the ground. I think lifting it up is probably the better solution. If nothing else, it'll look nicer. So grab some scaffolding with the cobblestone. And 4 means this goes on top. Okay, so what do we need for that dang thing? $20 structure frame, 20 structure panels, 2 laser cores, and a laser lens. So that at least is pretty simple. Where's the clear one here? Make another one of these. See what we can get done just out of our inventory here. I'm actually going to grind up some slag. We are running very low on glass and not too great on sand, so about time. Ooh, let me off, please. Okay. Got that laser lens. We don't need this cobblestone. What else did it say we needed? The structure frames, right. That must be this. Oh no, it requires more Lithorite. Good God. And another interconnect. This is an expensive machine. So I guess it is automatic mining, so right, no more black concrete. We do need the powder again. At least that functions properly. Got another interconnect. Oh my god, and we're gonna need so much of this. Structure frame tier 1. This makes a single one. And we need 24. Oh sweet lord. Okay. Structure panels. Those at least are cheaper. We need 20 of those. Uh, 20 interconnects. Oh, here it is. Oh, we actually didn't need that many, so we made way more than we needed. 20 of these. We need those iron bars, which is made how? Oh, that's not too bad. Overall, not terrible since each diamond makes 4 Lithorite and each panel needs only 12 Lithorite. Ah, you're totally right. So it's not nearly as bad an investiture as I thought it would be. We do need iron rods. Let's take that and slap it in place. Should make 2 per. I think 16 should be enough, though I could be wrong about that. In fact, I'm almost entirely sure that I am, but... yeah, that's 8. We'll need a few more. Let's say... that much? I think we'll have a few left over, but... that'll be fine. We can start on the other components required. Mostly this. So we have... how many Lithorite crystals do we have, and how many do we need? Got 3. We will need... for 24... we need 48 total. Divided by 4... 12, yeah. So just 12 of these, which means 24 lime dye powder and green dye powder. Well, that just exists. Yes, yes, yes. Spooky sounds from the apparent grave pits that exist in my factory. Let's get all these structures done, though. Structure panels. And 20. Oh, a perfect amount. Not too bad. And what else did I run out of? Ah, connectors. So I guess I did do the math correctly there. Let's get to that lime dye powder, though. So we need green. Oh, we'll need more of this as well. Is that cactus green ground up? It is. I'm honestly going to throw the whole set in here. Oh, and this is still chewing through. Right. Should work in the millstone too, right? Or the industrial mill. Yeah, we can just use that. Or actually just throw that in here. You should do same thing. A little less quickly. Yeah. So, let's get out of here so we can hear ourselves think. that much for lime powder. Do need bone meal. Unless we have white dye? Only one. Yeah, so bone meal it is. We need 6. Slot that out temporarily. Oh no. Oh, it's still taking the cactus green. No, 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 no. Bone meal, surely that can be used in the mill, right? Yeah. Yeah, that should still work. Okay, yeah, that is working out. I'll just make sure that gets taken first. Then we'll throw that cactus dye back in. Maybe keep some of that for ourselves. For possible pipe sealant, should we ever need it again. There we go. 8, 10, and last one should be going through the pipes as we speak. Perfect. You get transported. Turned into lime dye here with a spare for good measure. And if we throw everything in, we should be good to just make this stuff, right? Okay, we've got 3. We need 48 total. Which I guess will effectively just mean we have to make this all. Bit of a shame, but yeah. We'll need another... Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting how many of these we were actually making. 24. We need 23 more interconnects. Oh, and that'll actually require more black concrete here, won't it? Yeah, we don't have black dye either. How is that made? Is that just ink sacks, I guess? Crushed up or ground up? Yeah. That will be 12 ink sacks thrown in here. Don't suppose. Yeah, sadly not. Alright, well, we'll wait for that to come out. What other components in this can we get? Lapis and iron. Both pretty passive. Laser cores. Right, S. Laser. That type. Ooh, that requires more connectors. Not too many, though. We should be able to just make it straight from that, right? We need 2 of those. Perfect. Oops, not perfect. There we go. Yeah, the only thing we're sitting on is those structure blocks. Waiting for that interconnect. Only 1? No. That definitely said it'd take 2. 2 laser cores, 1 laser lens, and we have the clear laser lens here. So, we're okay. We're doing all right. We just have to wait for this black concrete. We need 23 more of that. Or, scratch that. Hold on. Black concrete. We have the powder. We will still need a full set of 24, though, because it only makes it an 8s. So we'll just do it that way. Oh, is this all done? Okay, sweet. Which means... you, and... 1... Nope. 2, 3. I guess we didn't need quite this many. Alright, let's go drop this in some water, shall we? Got a shark here waiting to pounce. Do sharks pounce? Guess they can't really. They're fish. The whole pouncing thing is a little out of their capability. Oops, we threw the black concrete powder, and of course we did. Need 23 of you. And honestly, wait, hold on a second. Can't we just stack this? Maybe we should choose a different location. Yeah, we could just stack that up and have it drop in automatically. No need to manually place it all. Let's find a different location where we can actually do that, though. Here? Sure. Because these have physics. As we break them. There we go. That was efficient. That was pretty nice. And I'll throw that back there because we will. Okay. Let's get ourselves out of here. Throw various items we've been picking off. Corpses. Back and forth. And make some more of these connectors. Each one of these takes 4. We'll just have to do the full set. 23. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Right. By concrete, you guys. And 20. Uh-oh. One short. There we go. 24 interconnects, which means we should be able to just make you, right? Let's throw everything in there. Oh, sweet, and we have some extra. Of course we have some extra. We already had leftovers to begin with. But I think we should be good. Got the structure frame, we've got the structure panel, we got the laser core, we got the laser lens. We should be set here. And that just means we have the assembler to go and build this with. Now, assuming it kept everything the same, let's actually take that off. There we go. It goes and builds itself. Not half bad. Now all we need to do is get this pointed towards bedrock. Which I'm going to do the stupid way, but I'll be fine-ish. Seems like there's a cave here. So once this gets to bedrock, once we... Oh wow, very deep cave. God, I hope we don't fall in lava. Once this sees bedrock, it should start... There it is, creating a laser. And we'll actually turn our climbing gloves on. So once we power this, it should start pulling, effectively, ores out of the void. It doesn't do it very fast, but we can speed it up. I do know of a way to speed it up that is a little bit of a time investment, but will definitely be worth it in the long run. That is actually going to be using a Horlogium Ritual. Shouldn't have put all that dirt back. Yeah, this just requires some power. I actually don't know how we get the items out. It is assembled. Is it just pop them out on the ground? No guidebook to speak of. So let's get some power over here. Closest one is over there. Maybe we go for the power cell stuff. Ah, that's right. That was another reason we needed the diamonds for the power cells. They don't seem too terribly difficult to make. We do have prismarine shards, or we should still have them. A few. We can actually make some more here. I believe via, yeah, grinding up some prismarine. Just by itself. And can we do that in a crusher? No, only on the grindstone for the horses. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll go do some of that. We'll want a couple of these power cells, I think. Yeah, a few of them. And then we'll make a few cards to link them all to the same network. But this should give us wireless power, which will be pretty dang useful. I think we'll make, let's say 5 total. We've got only 1 prismarine shard, I think. Yeah, so we'll just need to take that, 3, and stick those in our intern's out pile. Goodness knows he hasn't had any work in a while. Everything else here, blocks of redstone. Oh, emeralds. Emeralds, emeralds, emeralds. Okay, we may be going on a search here. So we found diamonds over here. We do still have our lovely scanner that's still relatively charged. See if we can do the same for emeralds. Okay. I think we were about this far out when we found the diamonds. We're looking for fancy samples here, aren't we? Wonder if we can get them from villagers at all. Bauxite's just copper, I believe. Some more rock crystals. I'll actually mark that. I don't know what emerald ore would be. Though I suppose that would be in here somewhere, right? Beryl. Okay. If we can find any beryl veins, then we will do well. Gold here? Yep. I'm assuming that beryl will be green. Though the diamonds were not blue. The kimberlite was not blue. So, could be wrong about that. Malachite, that's more copper. I think this is actually from the copper vein we already dug up. Ooh, something over here. Azurite. More copper. Is this still part of that same vein? No, it can't be. It's too far. We just need to find some emeralds here. We just need to get the process started. Osmium. At least we're traveling further afield and finding new ore veins. Oh, nope, that's just a fancy plant. Gold. We're moving into the unexplored foresty biomes. Because I definitely know we haven't searched around in here. Limonite is iron. Iron nickel. I want to say. I realize I don't actually need these climbing gloves on anymore. Got some sheep and chicken. Even more gold. I am just looking for emeralds here. It's the only thing I want. One thing that I do somewhat dislike, Minecraft exploration is just not very fun. Like it's not a struggle, it's not a challenge. All it does is drain resources and most importantly time. And there's generally not that much interesting to find anyway. You found something in one place, you pretty much found them in all of them. Ow. Seriously, where is this stuff? Maybe I'd go back to the villagers, try to trade with them, see if they have drops at all. Bauxite. More copper? I want to say. No, aluminum. Shoot. May have marked an aluminum vein as copper here. If I can't find it before I get out of this forest, I'm going to see if I can go back to the villagers and trade it that way. Illuminite, that's the iron nickel. Wow, a big one too. Or that it just has a bunch of clusters of it in the same location. More aluminum. Dang, even more. This forest is brimming with the stuff. Malachite, that one's copper. For sure. Teolite, that's tin. Dang, really? Not a single emerald? I guess they are rarer than diamonds. But that's the end of that biome. In the beginning to shark attacks. Go jog ourselves over here. Let's go find a village. Give that a look-see, shall we? So, of course, the first one we know of is over in this direction. Let's toss some of these random inventory pickups we picked up. It should just be over here. We haven't done any trading, like whatsoever. Yeah, it's more gold. Yeah, we haven't marked that yet. I don't even know if these guys would get to trading for emeralds. I'm kind of leaning towards the idea that they probably don't, because they've always typically in the main game you have trades. Every trade is for emeralds or for something else from emeralds, and this does not have either. This actually has proper trading built in. I guess villagers won't be a great solution there either. Well, shoot. More copper. So yeah, we're kind of stumped here. Unless? No, osmium. A whole lot of field, and not a whole lot of anything we particularly need. There is something to be said for Skyblock mod packs, because at least there you're not going to go exploring, because one, you won't find anything. It's a Skyblock. There's nothing else but you in the air. Two, you can typically grab or generate, depending on the mod pack, whatever it is you need. Which is very much not the case in this sort of mod pack. You do have to go searching in this one. Coal. Wow, really? Coal that we didn't discover? That is nuts. I can't believe we didn't find coal so close to us. I guess it is the only vein there. The only indicator, but not for sure. Go take all the glean off here. Deal with some of those sharks. Maybe searching under here. Bauxite, that's aluminum, I want to say. Oh, of course. We could look at that there. More osmium. It is at least easier to see the veins when it's underwater like this. Dang, is there a lot of aluminum, though? Lena. That is lead silver. Rare ore search thing? Well, the issue is it doesn't have a range. If it had a range on it, it would be a good tool to use to search for this. But we basically got to get right on top of the dang thing to be able to see it. Which is, it's just not a good way to effectively find that. Yeah, we're really just forced to eyeball things from the surface until we could find sorted quartz. Ah, that's actually useful. Might help in areas in which you might lose the little ore patches under the grass. Yes-ish. I don't really have that big an issue with the grass, honestly. It's not terribly bad. Oh. Wow, 3 player mobs spawning right on top of each other. Color me surprised. Yeah, I don't really have that big a problem finding it through grass. It's just the fact that there aren't any, really. It's bugging me. I mean, I'm not completely discounting the possibility that I could have overlooked something, but all of these pieces of rock are pretty distinct. All of the clusters on the surface here. At the very least, I'll have tons and tons of clusters to look at when and if I run out of any particular type. And quite a distance away, too. You're so nonplussed about that creeper exploding 5 feet away from you. Yeah, I mean, they're not really problems anymore. I am essentially God. Well, I shouldn't quite go that far. I'm sure that some enemies could overrun me. Stop it. Sure that there are some enemies that could overrun me, but not the default vanilla ones, that's for sure. Our armor is exceptional, and our food, now that we can consume it quickly, is very healing, though not as healing for our nutrition as it should be. Toss all of that back. God, yeah, there's no emerald. Found tons and tons of other things, other ores, but emerald is lacking. At least we're marking them now. At least we're marking everything we pass over here. In future, we will have our map very well organized, but in the present, I am greatly annoyed at the fact that I cannot find a single spit of freaking emeralds. Okay, we already have that one marked. Yeah, I think we've come back to the field where we've already marked everything. Dang! Okay, well, I guess we'll save that for last time. That's really the only thing holding us back now. I think I'm going to, for the time being, make a little growth here. I've only found one diamond thing, they're rare AF. I guess that's true. I guess the fact that I found it so fast does not necessarily mean that it is easy to find them. That is some bias. I can't recall the exact name for it. For the time being, I think I'm going to strap a relay over the roof here. Let's grab out our toolbox. Throw that scanner back. God, how useless you are. And where's that toolbox gone off to? Here. Throw a high voltage relay. Wires, connector. May need even more than that. Hopefully not. But we'll throw one connector up here. This is going to be absolutely very jank. One over here, and you on top. Please reach. Yes. Oh, and it's okay, right. I actually need one more because it actually dangles the further away you put it, even though it can technically fit here, which is annoying. And last but not least, final bit of wiring. There we go. So now it should be powered. It should mine very, very slowly. Materials here, right? Does it not have an inventory? Let's grab a chest of any kind. How the heck do you work? The issue is I have no clue. Okay. Simple true, the owner's me. Duration is 400. I assume that's ticks, so every 10 seconds, this should effectively get a piece of ore, which is admittedly very, very slow. That is exceptionally slow, but we can speed it up a few mysterious ways. So we will end up doing that. I just want to verify that it's actually freaking working. Maybe I'll wait till next time to do that. But it does look like we are hitting the edge of our time together, so probably going to call that the end of the stream. We'll see if that's working next time. we'll try to get the power cell. We'll try to find some bloody emeralds. Maybe there's a neat little trick I can exploit to get those more easily. But as with diamonds, it looks like the only way to get emeralds is to have emeralds or find them out in the world. Maybe mystical agriculture? God, is that stuff neat? I'll have to look into that for next time. But that'll all be for next time. Next Monday 3 PST is when I will be back to Sevtech Ages. That is hopefully when we will figure that out, find some emeralds, build our void mining array, and hopefully get lots of ores from it for free. But that'll be for Monday. If you're not just interested in Sevtech Ages, I will also be back tomorrow playing Prey. Getting lots of mysteries out there. We've finally encountered some people, which I didn't really expect to. So we'll see what we can do there. Probably end up forsaking our humanity and getting very mimicky. But who knows? That'll be tomorrow at 3 PST. Thursday, 3 PST. If you're not interested in either of those two, I will be back on Friday playing Sunless Sea, doing the stuff with our captain over there. Go explore the eastern edge. But I hope to see you at one of those 3 times. If not, I hope you too manage to go to the moon, defeat a magic moon boss, and come back to do a victory lap. For the meantime, I'm going to call that a stream. Cheers, everybody.